welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to talk about the best movies made by Nancy Meyers. Nancy Meyers is an American movie maker and also producer and writer. That's why she's so great. It's because she's doing everything and her movies are really precise and according to her plan. What I also love about her is that she is writing really strong female main characters. She specifically directs comedies, and I think that's great at the moment to watch this sort of movies to cheer us up. Since Valentine's Day is right around the corner, I thought it was a great idea for you to watch one of her movies. The only issue I have with her movies is that there's a lack of diversity and representation. She unfortunately only writes about rich white families and heterosexual couples. So I've watched all of Nancy Meyers' movies and I've decided to pick my favorite ones. So the first movie I would like to talk about is The Holiday. It's the perfect Christmas movie. It's about two women who are not happy in their love life. One is from Los Angeles and the other one lives in England, and they decide to swap houses. And oh, I forgot to say, it's with Kate Winslet, Cameron Diaz, Jude Law and Jack Black. The character played by Cameron Diaz goes to England and then she will meet Jude Law. Kate Winslet goes into this really extravagant house and there she meets Jack Black, the character played by Jack Black, who is in a relationship but he is quite unhappy or frustrated about his relationship. This is a really light-hearted, humorous movie, and I've watched it so many times, but it's always so good. Both of the houses are beautiful. It's a really unique concept. I've never watched any movies like it. This movie is your classical love story. It's about following your heart and changing your life and opening yourself up to new people. So the second movie that I've picked is called The Intern, and it's with Robert De Niro and Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway plays a character named Jules. She works for, or she's the founder of an online fashion retailer, which is super successful. And Ben, the character played by Robert De Niro, is a retired man who is bored and who wants to challenge himself or have something to do during the day. And so he gets this job in this company because they were looking for senior intern. So what I liked about this movie is about this relationship. Jules, she's successful, she's a workaholic, but she also has a family and she really struggles to navigate between her work life and her personal life. And Ben is here to help her, to guide her and to sort of mentor her. What I also love about this movie is that it brings up all kind of generations and within this workplace. And that's what makes it really funny at times as well. It's not a romantic comedy, but it's about this beautiful relationship between those two characters who learn to appreciate each other and learn from each other. The third movie that I've picked is Baby Boom with Diane Keaton. She plays this character named JC, who is a very successful businesswoman. She works in New York and she has a boyfriend and she's really content with her life. And she doesn't want to change anything. She doesn't want to marry or have kids. She's really focused on her work. But she inherits a baby, and this is of course going to change her life. She decides to, so at first of course she's really put off by it and it's really funny. She doesn't know how to deal with it, but she decides to adopt the baby. The movie is about this woman who, for the first time in her life, falls in love with motherhood, and it's the first time in her life as well that she's losing control. She doesn't know what to do. There's no manual to follow. She doesn't know how to take care of someone. There are some incredible scenes in this movie, and it's from the 90s and honestly it's still funny today. Again, I love this movie for the same reason as The Intern. It's a unique story and I've never watched such a movie. Next one is called The Father of the Bride, and it's with Steve Martin and Diane Keaton again. So it's about this family, a really wealthy family, and their daughter just got back from Italy and she's met this man and they want to get married. And they've only known each other for like 2 or 3 months, I believe. It's about the struggle of a dad who doesn't want to give up her daughter. For him, she's still his baby girl and she's not ready. She doesn't know what it means to get married. And it's so funny. Steve Martin is so funny in this movie. It's from the 90s and there are 2 movies. And they are making a new one, I think a third one. What I particularly liked about this movie is the relationship between the father and the daughter. That's where we understand the struggle of the dad. She's going to move out and she's going to start her sort of adult life and he's just not ready for it. The last one I'm going to talk about is called Something's Gotta Give. Again, it's with Diane Keaton and Jack Nicholson. First of all, it was so good to see Jack Nicholson in this sort of role. It's a romantic comedy. He's really funny. To be honest with you, I think Something's Gotta Give, it's the most popular of Nancy Meyers movies, but for me it's my least favorite out of the 5 that I've picked. So it's about an old man who is always dating younger women in New York, and the character played by Diane Keaton is a lady who is a writer, and she has 2 daughters and she's in her 60s and she really thinks that her life is just over. She is really happy with her life. She's a successful writer. I think her main focus is on her work life and also on her daughters' lives. One day her daughter comes back home with this old guy and they are dating, but unfortunately he has a heart attack and so he has to stay in the house, and Diane Keaton, well, the character played by Diane Keaton is taking care of him in the meantime. What I liked about this movie is I think it's very close to Nancy Meyers as a person, as we see the main character struggling with her writing and she's writing about her life. So this movie is about falling in love once again, but it's also about the expectations that we may have and the excitement of the first dates and the fear of letting our guard down. So here you are, the best movies of Nancy Meyers. I really hope you will give it a go and watch one of them. Please, if you watch one of her movies, let me know and let me know if you liked it.